Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Heron, and I am here to teach about how to use essential oils for mastering your metabolism. I have always had weight problems my whole life. Kind of runs in my family. I yo-yo back and forth. It's just become the norm for me. But I do prefer to be slim, so I'm working on it right now. And so I know a lot of people are, and so I thought it would be really important to do a make and take class. We're going to be making 5 recipes in this class or workshop, and these are going to help you, get through your day. When you're trying to lose weight, you have to just take it 1 minute at a time, one craving at a time, I guess. So I'm not going to go into, eating plans or anything like that, but I am going to talk about how essential oils can support your weight loss efforts and keeping your, and why we would want to use them and when. And then actually, I'm going to talk about 6 different recipes. I'm adding an extra one that I hadn't actually planned on until today. So the oils that we're using in here are, we're going to be using quite a few. Adaptive, Balance, Slim and Sassy, Ylang Ylang, Serenity, Grapefruit, Fennel, Clary Sage, Lavender, Zendocrine, Frankincense, Copaiba, Turmeric, Pink Pepper, Black Pepper, and Yarrow Pomegranate. And I'll go through each of those. I get my recipe card. So, when you are using essential oils, you want to use the purest that you can, of course. So I always recommend Doterra Oils. I started with Doterra back in, well, technically 2013. My mom gave me a little kit, top 10 kit with the top 10 oils, and I had no idea what to do with them. The lady she bought them from never contacted us, and so it took me a long time to even, try to use them because I didn't want to waste them. I knew they were expensive and I didn't want to waste them. So I would use lavender in my bathtub and tea tree on owies, and that was about it. Oh, I really liked the Digest Zen and the Breathe. So in 2016, my husband got a mole on his back, and my mom told him, put some frankincense on that, it'll fall off. And we were both like, what? I don't know. But he did it. And about 2 or 3 days later, I don't know how consistent he was on it or if he just did it once. I have no idea. But it fell off. It flaked up and fell away. It was a really icky black mole that was enlarging. And so I was really shocked. And I realized, we never had to go to the doctor for that, spend any money that way. And it saved us a lot of money that way. And it could have been a worse thing, that we could have saved our money on. So I realized that a lot of people need to know about these things. And that's why I share this information. And so for myself, I have used essential oils for losing weight many times. And I don't have it here, but anyway, Slim and Sassy is our metabolic blend. And it has grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. And I really like it. I just love to keep it in my water all day long. I don't even have my water up here. But what I noticed when I use Slim and Sassy consistently, then I do tend to really maintain my weight. I think if I used it more often and probably more consistently, I probably would, in conjunction with, dieting and exercise and all of that, I would lose weight more consistently. It is very energizing as well. So I love to keep it in my water for that reason, which when you're losing weight, you need energy because you need to exercise more. And then let's see, what else was I going to say? All right, well, let's get into making our recipes. The first recipe I'm going to make is called Crave No More. We have, I'm sorry, not that one. I want to, first of all, when we are thinking about losing weight, we want to think about number one, stress, and number two, hormones. And so if there's anything going on in your life, everybody's stressed right now, and that's going to throw your hormones out of whack. And so that is going to cause weight gain. I can guarantee it. It's called cortisol. And number two, carbs cause cortisol to your body to produce cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that causes your weight or your fat cells to collect. And so that it's basically your body saying, oh, I feel unsafe. I better hold on to this food because otherwise I might not have any tomorrow. And so if we're out of balance in any way, that throws our body into stress. If we're stressed in our lives, then those two reasons are going to be why we hold on to the weight. And that would be me. Okay, so the first recipe we're going to make is Balance Me Baby. And you want to put this says Balance Me Baby. You want to put your labels on first, because otherwise you might get oil if you're like me, you might get oil all over your bottle and not be able to put your label on. So the other thing, I'm making these recipes, these are 5 milliliter roller bottles, and you can buy 5 milliliter or 10 milliliter. And so these are 5 milliliter recipes. If you have 10 milliliter size, just double the recipe. Pretty simple. If you don't have any of these oils, then let me know and I can get you these rollers. Just buy a roller, or whichever ones you want. They're only $5 a piece. And then it's easy, and I'll send the recipe card with you as well. So then you can get your oils and make your own recipes. Okay, so Balance Me Baby. We're going to use 2 oils that are, 4 oils, I'm sorry. 4 oils that are very, very calming, but also are beneficial for the hormone system and making sure or supporting it so that it can do what it needs to do when you're in stress. So if you are in a stressful time, you want your body to be able to cope and deal with it in a non-stressful manner so that you're not holding on to as much cortisol and therefore fat. So the oils I'm using are Adaptive, Balance, Clary Sage, and Ylang Ylang. Adaptive is our calming blend, but it also helps us focus and cope with the stress that is in front of us in a more mellow way. And I'm using 5 drops each of all of them except for the Ylang Ylang. We're also using Balance. Balance is my very favorite oil, I think, still, just because I love the way it smells and I love the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel super calm and grounded when I am overwhelmed and going into panic mode. That's not a good place to be. And you don't want to stay there, because it can cause a lot of problems for your body, pain. I mean, every dis-ease really comes from being in fear. Clary Sage, this one you're going to do 5 milliliters each. Clary Sage is amazing for women's hormones, making sure they're balanced, supporting them, and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you took Clary Sage every day, you might not even have any menstrual cramps anymore. And Ylang Ylang, oh, do I have any left? I think I can take my little lid off. I saw some in there.
I just want to clarify, you said 5 milliliters each, and I think you meant 5 drops.
I meant 5 drops. Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that up so nobody got confused.
All right. Thank you, Edna, very, very much for that. Perfect. Okay, so that's 2 drops of the Ylang Ylang. You might want to have a towel near. I'm going to try not to spill. Ylang Ylang smells so good. You can use it for perfume. You can use it for balancing your hormones. And also, it's really great for the circulatory system, your heart, and supporting your heart muscle. And so if you have like palpitations for any reason, Ylang Ylang is recommended for that. And now we're going to fill up the rest of the bottle with our fractionated coconut oil. Okay, so you see I filled it to the shoulder of the bottle, and I do have my instructions on how to use this bottle on the side of the roller. I'm just putting my top on now so I don't spill it all over the place. Okay, so now I've got my little roller top, and that's super simple to use. I can carry this with me wherever I want. And what I would do is use this morning and night. And that sets the tone for balancing your hormones, supporting your hormones, but also you can use it as needed throughout the day to help you calm down when you're feeling stressed. So for using it, you're going to roll it on your wrists, on the back of your neck, on your bottoms of your feet. The bottoms of the feet is a really great place to roll oils. All right, so next let's make, let's talk about, let's keep going with stress and how are you sleeping? If you're not getting enough sleep, you are putting your body into stress mode and you don't want to stay there. So we're going to make a sleep roller. This is going to help you to get to sleep at night and help you stay asleep. And if you wake up during the night, reach for your roller, put it on your wrists, smell it, and help you get back to sleep. So this one is adaptive again to help you deal with stress. You can use this actually during the day if you needed for stressful moments. So this is 5 drops adaptive and 5 drops of Serenity. I love adaptive because I feel like it really helps me focus and just stay on course. I'm noticing there's so many distractions for me these days when I have a goal in mind. And it's like everything is trying to keep me from my goals. And so I've been using adaptive a lot more than I used to. I think probably because when they first came out with it, I didn't really feel like I'd noticed any physical reaction like I do with balance. Balance, I feel a physical grounding, like, okay, everything's going to be okay. But with adaptive, it's much more subtle for me. And the longer I use it, the more I notice how much it actually is helping. Now to add to this, we're going to put in some Serenity, and Serenity is our restful blend. And this one is going to calm you when you need to be calmed as well. I find that it's too calming for me. So I only like to use it at night. And because if I smelled this bottle right now, straight from the bottle, I would totally lose track of everything that I'm saying and be like, I just want to go to sleep. So I have to be careful with Serenity. But you can use it during the day to help you calm if you're just totally stressed out. Okay, so now I've filled it with my coconut oil and I'm putting my top on. And this one, the same, this one you're going to inhale it and roll on your wrists, the back of your neck, the bottoms of your feet at bedtime. And you can also take those oils and diffuse them as you're going to bed to help you just be supported, your sleep be supported all night long. All right, and now let's make our Crave No More.
That one really works for me.
This one, I know, I've only used it a few times, but I feel like it's really working for me. So Crave No More is 5 drops of fennel. Well, 5 drops each of fennel, peppermint, and Slim and Sassy. So fennel is, what do they call it? what's that word? Diuretic, I think is the word.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. It's yes, and a stomachic. They call it a stomachic to help soothe your tummy if you're having any, well, for the cravings, because when you're craving, you're not soothed, right? So fennel, we're going to put 5 drops in, and then we're going to be putting in peppermint. Oops, I forgot my peppermint. And 5 drops of Slim and Sassy. So Slim and Sassy comes in oil form, but it also comes in soft gel form. And I like to use the soft gels when I am going through a time of eating a lot. And I really noticed that it helps me maintain my original weight and fight off all those extra carbs. And then we're going to fill up the rest of our roller with coconut oil.
I like the cinnamon sassy, but sometimes it gives me indigestion.
Does it?
Yeah, so I find that if because I have the soft gels too, but sometimes when I get an indigestion from it, I just put a couple of drops, just a regular oil, into a veggie cap, and then I add some other oil, carrier oil, to go with it, and it stops the indigestion part of it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that on our last recipe, adding in extra oil. So, okay. So now we have our Crave No More. This one, it says to roll on your wrists and inhale. I like to roll it on my stomach and just right over the top of my stomach. And but it does smell really good, and you can put it on your wrist. It's also going to help you focus. The peppermint and the mint in the Slim and Sassy is going to be very focusing and energizing, excuse me, and help you, get through that moment where you're craving and on to the next moment where you're not. Okay, so the next one, let's do Detoxify. This one has one of my other favorite oils, Zendocrine and grapefruit. So Zendocrine is my second favorite oil. I think so my first oil, I started using Balance when I was just super stressed out I was really overwhelmed during this one time. And so that's my first favorite oil. And then I found out about my second oil that I found out about was Zendocrine, and I have just been using it every single day. This one is our detoxification blend, and it's got everything in it needed to really clear out your lymph. If you are not exercising, if you're eating junk food, all of that stuff is just going to become stagnant. You'll be like a pond instead of a river. So it just becomes stagnant, and it makes you feel lethargic, icky, heavy. You can't, brain fog. You don't want that. So you want to do some sort of exercise, and that gets your everything moving. And kind of like when, you have, I don't know, a pipe gets clogged up. So you have to shake it to get that stuff out of there. And so even just like jumping rope is a great exercise to clean out your lymph glands. And then using your Zendocrine. So I use Zendocrine right here on my lymph glands, right here, and over my liver, over my kidneys and adrenals. You can do it over your, by your armpits, over your ankles, and the insides of your knees, I think is the main places of the lymph glands. Well, I'm sure they're all over your body, but if you did that, I like to do it at night. And when I do, I wake up feeling happy. and free and clear. So I can always tell when I've forgotten to put it on before I went to bed. So we're going to do 5 drops of Zendocrine and 5 drops of grapefruit. Grapefruit is amazing for the metabolism, and it really gets that furnace burning. Cleaning out your lymph glands is one thing to get everything moving, and then adding in oils that are hot and citrusy, those are going to help stoke the fires of your furnace. And then this one, we're just going to put the rest of it with coconut oil. And put our top on. And our lid. And now we've got our detoxification. So this one, you're going to roll over your liver, over your lower back, because that's where your kidneys are. And right next to your kidneys is your adrenal glands. The adrenals is where you hold all your stress. So if you have been really stressed out lately, or anytime you're stressed out, your adrenals will take the brunt of it. If you hear one signal that your body will send if you have not been taking care of yourself, or if you've been too stressed out lately, is if you wake up in the morning and you get out of bed, if your feet hurt, if they just send up a little pain, that's a sign that your adrenals are overtaxed and they need some support. So roll this on over your over your liver, lower back, and the bottoms of your feet. And don't forget, your liver is your filter. It has to get rid of everything too. So they're all working together to get rid of this stuff. We have stuff coming at us all the time. All the food we eat, we eat way more than we need to eat. All the toxins that's in the food that we eat, all the lack of nutrition that's in the food that we eat, all of the products we use, the toxins that are in the products we use. We wouldn't put jet fuel on our skin, but here we're using all these products that are made from petroleum. So our bodies are just like, what are you doing to me? And this is one of the best ways, that you can get rid of that stuff. The other thing you can do is put a couple drops of Zendocrine and grapefruit in a veggie cap every day. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a little bit. You can also put them in your water and just have them flushing you out all day long. And that's on another note, drink lots of water, because as you're flushing these things out, they're going to be moving through your body. And if you don't drink a ton of water, at least half of your body weight in ounces, then you are going to have symptoms, because it's not going to be going out, it's going to be going into other places of your body. So you want, if symptoms of, it's called Detox Crisis. I think that's what it's called. So if you are in detox crisis, that means you're not getting enough water and you're not flushing out fast enough. And so those toxins are going to other places. So you'll get headaches, diarrhea, stomach. It means you're detoxing too fast, but you're not flushing it out fast enough. So just keep that in mind. Okay, the next one is, oh, we already did sleep. So the next one is Soar No More. We're gonna be exercising a lot while we're trying to lose weight, I assume, or we're gonna be trying to get more flexible. So we're doing more yoga or weightlifting or whatever. And that creates sore muscles. And when you're doing that, you are building muscle, which, don't forget, is going to weigh more than fat. So don't be alarmed if you gain a little weight before you lose the rest of your weight. So for soreness, we're going to use oils that are helpful for that discomfort in our pulled muscles and stuff. And this is one of my favorite recipes. We're going to do frankincense, 5 drops frankincense. Be careful, frankincense comes out fast. 5 drops lavender. And 5 drops peppermint. Okay, so these 3 oils, our our peppermint has analgesic qualities. So it's basically kind of like aspirin. And so it's going to soothe those muscles and discomfort or joints if you've hurt your joints. And the lavender is going to go in there and heal those torn tissues. And so is the frankincense, but the frankincense is also going to amplify the effects of the lavender and the peppermint. So all 3 of those together. The reason this is my favorite oil blend is because it's our happy head recipe. And I use this recipe all the time. So it's another, so we're going to have 2 different ways to use this roller. For soreness, just you'll want to get your deep blue. If I have it anywhere. Get your deep blue and put just a little bit on the sore spot and then layer it and roll it over with your new roller. And this is going to really enhance the effects of the deep blue. So these 2 are going to work amazing together. You can use these for headaches as well. It's going to make a huge difference for your headaches. Get rid of those toxic painkillers and replace them with these topical solutions. And then the other way that I love to use this is when I call it happy head is I roll it across my forehead, back of my neck, my wrists, and smell it, of course. And what it does for me is it calms my mood. Like if I'm irritated, that irritation just goes away. Like when you're dealing with a lot of people. And then it's energizing. The peppermint is energizing. So maybe you're working out and you feel like you don't have enough energy, roll some of this on. It's going to help you, be energized for that moment of working out. And then, let's see, is there anything else that I'm missing? Oh, and then focus. The peppermint and the frankincense are going to help you focus on your task at hand and get it done. Okay, so that's our 5 rollers there. Those were our main recipes that I was going to tell you about, but I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Get my mouse to work. There it goes. So this is a recipe that I have had for a really long time, and I've just now started to use it. This is called skinny jeans. And with this recipe, each of these oils, basically these peppers here, turn up the furnace. Your turmeric is, I don't know how it works, but it works on your metabolism like crazy. Frankincense enhances the effects of everything you're using it with. And the yarrow palm, I need to do some more research on because it's amazing too for getting everything into balance, also for healing the damaged tissues in your body. Combining those with the Lifelong Vitality Pack and the Mitomax Energy and Stamina Complex this whole thing is a huge, huge boon to weight loss. So if you are interested in doing this, then get these in your cart. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing with them. And the people that I've seen that have been using these have just really had a huge amount of weight loss without really trying that hard. So I am let me figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, so I am I just started like a shake diet. It's called protein assisted fasting. And I had gotten to this place where I'm at the heaviest I've ever been, which I've been there before, but not quite this heavy. And then I was feeling like it's going to take forever to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. And it's probably not even going to work. And I'm going to send my body into stress mode. And my mind's going through all of the things that I've learned from all of the diets I've ever done. So I thought, okay, fine, I'm going to make this skinny jeans recipe and see if it works. So what it is these, what you want to do is take a couple drops of these oils every day. First, I'll show you that. So I have veggie caps. These are only a couple dollars for like, there's 160 in there. So these are going to last you a long time. And you just take, wish I had my water in here. I don't have, oh, I have tea. So I'm going to take apart my little veggie cap. I'm going to open all my bottles. And I'm going to put 2 drops each in each of my, or in that little veggie cap. And that pink pepper smells so good. I love the smell of pink pepper.
It tastes good too. I really like it.
I agree. I like it when I burp this stuff up. Okay, so
You're gonna have to put it together.
This isn't hard. It's just, I think it's time consuming. I did my wrong one. Nope. Okay, I picked up the empty bottles, of course. Okay, now I'm set. So I have pink pepper and I'm going to put 2 drops in. And it is tiny, but it is possible. The other thing you can do is get a, what are those things called?
The pipettes.
The pipette, yeah. And dip it into your bottle and then dip it in. Come on.
It won't work when your bottle's that empty.
No, it's not empty.
Really? I don't have that much trouble getting mine to pour.
How many empty bottles do I have? Oh no. I don't have any more pink pepper, I don't think. Maybe I do.
It never fails.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all my bottles empty. Okay, I have some black pepper. That one's empty. Okay, black pepper. We're gonna wing it here. That's something that I need to add to my list now. And I'm gonna show you here in a second why it's empty. Come on, get in there. Sometimes you just have to get a little air pocket to go there.
Yeah, sometimes I have a toothpick that I leave by my oils because sometimes you just, if you push it through, then they'll drip.
Here it comes.
Oh, you almost had it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Right on the edge. Come on. You can do it.
There you go.
I got it all over the outside of the bottle or the pill. Okay, so you guys get the idea. I'm putting 2 drops of turmeric now.
The turmeric is really good for blood sugars. It's good for blood pressure. It's good for it's an anti-anxiety. It's an antidepressant. It works on pain. It's an anti-inflammatory. It does so many things.
Edna has done way more research on it than I have, but I'm definitely I'm starting now to take it every day. So I'm still learning. Okay, now the next thing that this next part is optional, but it is a good idea. So I have MCT oil, brain octane MCT oil. MCT stands for, I can't remember.
Something, oh gosh. It's something to do with the chains of the triglycerides.
Yes. Medium chain triglyceride.
There you go.
So basically this is like fractionated coconut oil, only healthier for your insides. Okay. So you can use fractionated coconut oil, but it's not as healthy as this stuff. So my bottle has this awesome little lip on it that I can just tip it ever so carefully into my cap. And like Edna mentioned, this is going to help so that I don't have, that burp up flavor, except that I don't mind it. Perfect. And there's black pepper all over the outside of it. So now my mouth is burning.
No.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I did, because look at how long that took. You don't want to be doing that 2 to 4 times a day. The recipe says morning and afternoon, but I'm using it. I like to do it throughout the day to give more of a support. So I'm doing it about 4 times a day. And what I did is I took a dropper bottle and I put a label on it, Skinny Jeans. And then I put a whole bottle of black pepper, which is about 80 drops, a whole bottle of peppermint or pink pepper, and that's 80 drops. And then with these bigger bottles, I counted out 80 drops of turmeric, 80 drops of, oh, I'm sorry. The recipe calls for frankincense, but I added copaiba, so frankincense and copaiba, and then yarrow palm. So yarrow palm comes in this dropper bottle because it's a really thick oil. See that? It's thick. And you don't want to be waiting for that drop to come out of this size bottle.
14 hours later.
Right? So now I can take this and just put it straight into my little veggie cap. I just do 3 drops each, 2 to 3 drops each, fill it the rest of with my coconut or my oil, my MCT, and then I'm good to go. And it's super fast. So I do that with my morning Lifelong Vitality Pack vitamins and Mitomax. I do it with my lunchtime Lifelong Vitality Pack. I don't usually take 2 Mitomaxes, but if I'm feeling really low, like I was like heavy and low, I was yesterday. I think I was detoxing pretty good yesterday morning when I woke up. But by afternoon, I was feeling amazing. And I started taking, I just made this yesterday. So I started my shake diet, my protein assisted fasting on Tuesday. And what it is I do 3 shakes a day, and then I take spoonfuls of coconut oil with it. And then lots of tea, lots of water, and you can actually have vegetable broth too. I haven't made any. And then I felt like I wasn't really doing anything. My first day, I could tell that I didn't get any hunger the entire day because I'm a good eater. And I've been eating a lot of food lately. So I knew that it was like, okay, my body was like, okay, yeah, I have plenty to keep going. And then Wednesday, I was starting to feel, hungry. And then yesterday I woke up and I was just groggy and heavy and I couldn't think. And even though I had drank a lot of water the day before, I was going through all of that. And then, the shake doesn't last very long. Now I have those hunger pangs really pretty good. So I thought, okay, I need to make the skinny jeans recipe. I'm going to see what it does. And so first thing in the morning, I did that, and I made my little dropper bottle and I took one. And that first one, I just felt so, this rush of, oh,
That's awesome.
it is awesome. And it completely took my cravings away, my hunger pangs. When I get hunger pangs, I feel like sick to my stomach, and my body's like, feed me, Seymour. And it's horrible.
Yeah, I get the shakes.
And the shakes, yeah, all of it. So the skinny jeans really helped me yesterday, and by afternoon I was fine. I took my lifelong vitality pack and the Max, and in the afternoon I was feeling much better, clearer headed. I had even felt like dizzy in the morning. So and then today I felt great. I didn't even get enough. I didn't think I got enough sleep last night, but I did. Rob didn't get home till late, and and he had to get up and be gone by 6:30 this morning. So we didn't really get a lot of sleep, but I do feel like I'm okay. Usually if I don't get enough sleep, I'm not okay.
I think all of us are like that too.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope all of this information was really helpful for you. And I did keep it under an hour. I was trying to keep it at 40 minutes, but that's not how we roll. So I hope that this information helps you in your own weight loss efforts, and that you can up level them using these tools. If you aren't aware, doTERRA does have protein, fiber, and greens powders, and they are really amazing. I haven't actually tried the protein yet because I have all of these other ones that I'm trying to use up first, but I love the fiber and I love the greens, and I mix them together, and when I drink that, it just makes me feel so good. So I encourage you to try those, and if you have any questions, post them below or contact me somehow. And if you don't have your own account yet, then be sure to let me know. Or if you know somebody who is in the need of these tools, then either help them get their own account, which there's some pretty good deals for April right now, free wholesale accounts, and I think you get points back, right? I can't remember. Anyway.
I think so.
Yeah. You get cash, baby. Basically, you get cash back. So I encourage you to share this information with your friends and get them the resources that they need so that they can reach their goals as well. All right, Edna, do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. I just wanted to throw in the fact that I have used the protein powders. They have it. It's lovely. There's vanilla and chocolate. And I don't use the whole amount that they call for, but I really like it, and I can really feel the difference when I use it.
Nice. Awesome. I was listening to Billy Blanks the other day, the Tybo guy, and he was talking about their protein powders and how I can't remember how long he said he was on them, but he said he really likes them. He just added water, so you get the full benefit of the protein and those amino acids. And he lost like 10 extra pounds that he had from somewhere. I don't know. He's super fit, but
Maybe it was extra weight from the muscles.
maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to try those next, and after I use up all the other stuff. All right. Yeah, I had the Slim and Sassy metabolic protein.
Oh, okay.
It was a different blend. And
okay.
So this new protein, I'm anxious to try.
It's good. You'll like it.
Good. All right. Well, if that's all we got, like I said, if you have any questions, just post them below and I will get back to you. And happy oiling. I love you all. Bye.